Have you ever looked at a celebrity and realized you would never have recognized them from their earlier life? Some of Hollywood's most talked about stars have undergone extraordinary journeys that transformed not only their appearance, but also the way the world sees them. Behind the fame, red carpets, and headlines are powerful stories of courage, sacrifice, and self-discovery that many fans never knew. In this video, you'll see astonishing before and after transformations and learn the truth behind these life-changing journeys. Some stories may leave you completely speechless. And before we begin, tell us in the comments, what kind of celebrity do you think your favorite star is, and which transformation surprised you the most? Dylan Mulvaney became one of the most recognizable transgender personalities of the social media era, building a massive audience through honesty, humor, and a willingness to share deeply personal moments. Born on December 29, 1996 in San Diego, California, Dylan grew up in a traditional Catholic family and developed a love for performing at an early age. Long before becoming a household name online, Dylan dreamed of a career on the stage, and later earned a degree in musical theater from the University of Cincinnati's College Conservatory of Music in 2019. Like many young performers, Dylan initially pursued opportunities in entertainment, appearing in theater productions and working to establish a career in the arts. However, an unexpected turning point arrived during the COVID-19 pandemic. As the world slowed down and people spent more time reflecting on their lives, Dylan began a deeply personal journey of gender transition. What started as a private experience soon became a public one. Through a series of candid online videos documenting daily milestones, fears, and triumphs, Dylan connected with millions of viewers. Some admired the openness and vulnerability, while others viewed the journey through different perspectives. Regardless of opinion, Dylan became a prominent cultural figure whose story sparked conversations far beyond social media. Today, Dylan remains one of the most widely discussed transgender celebrities in America. Whether seen as an influencer, performer, or advocate, the journey reflects a broader story about identity, self-discovery, and the courage to live authentically in front of the entire world. Michaela J. Rodriguez has become one of the most respected and groundbreaking transgender actresses of her generation. Born on January 7, 1991, in Newark, New Jersey, she was assigned the name Michael Anthony Rodriguez at birth. From an early age, Michaela understood that her identity did not match the expectations others placed upon her. She later shared that she felt she was a girl as young as 7 years old. Through those formative years, one person remained a constant source of encouragement and love: her mother, whose support would prove invaluable throughout her journey. Passionate about music, theater, and performance, Michaela pursued acting while navigating questions about her identity. A major turning point arrived in 2011 when she was cast as Angel Dumont Chouinard in a production of the beloved rock musical Rent. The experience was transformative, helping her gain the confidence to embrace her authentic self. After the production concluded, she stepped away from the spotlight for a period, focusing on her personal transition and building the foundation for the life she wanted to live. By 2016, she returned to the entertainment industry under the name Michaela J. Rodriguez, bringing with her renewed confidence and determination. Her breakthrough came in 2018 with the role of Blanca Evangelista in the acclaimed television series Pose. Audiences were captivated by her warmth, strength, and emotional depth. In 2022, Michaela made history when she won a Golden Globe for Best Actress in a television drama series, becoming the first transgender actress ever to receive that honor. Her success represents more than personal achievement. It reflects perseverance, authenticity, and the power of believing in oneself despite the obstacles along the way. Gigi Gorgeous became one of the first transgender internet personalities to transform a personal journey into a global conversation. Born on April 20th, 1992, in Montreal, Canada, as Gregory Allen Lazzarato, she was raised near Toronto in a close-knit Italian-Canadian family. Long before social media influencers became household names, Gigi was already building an audience online. In 2008, while still in high school, she launched a YouTube channel where she shared beauty tips, makeup tutorials, and glimpses into her everyday life. Her charisma, confidence, and openness quickly attracted viewers from around the world. As her popularity grew, so did her willingness to discuss more personal aspects of her life. In 2013, Gigi publicly came out as a transgender woman, inviting her audience to witness a deeply personal chapter of self-discovery. Rather than hiding the challenges, she openly documented many parts of her transition, including hormone therapy, cosmetic procedures, and the emotional highs and lows that came with such a life-changing decision. Her honesty resonated with millions of viewers and helped make transgender experiences more visible to mainstream audiences. In 2014, she officially adopted the name Gigi Lauren Lazzarato, marking another important milestone in her journey. By then, she had become much more than a beauty creator. She was an influential public figure whose story inspired people far beyond the YouTube community. In 2017, the documentary This Is Everything, Gigi Gorgeous offered a heartfelt look at her life, tracing her path from childhood to international recognition. The film highlighted not only her transformation, but also the unwavering support of her family, especially her father, whose love and acceptance played a crucial role throughout her journey. Today, Gigi remains a symbol of authenticity, resilience, and the power of living life on one's own terms. Long before she became a respected model, speaker, and advocate, Gina Rosero was a young dreamer growing up in Manila, Philippines. Born in 1983 into a working-class family, she spent her childhood fascinated by fashion, beauty, and the glamorous world of modeling. Even at a very young age, Gina understood something important about herself. Although the world initially viewed her as male, she knew deep inside that she was a girl. That sense of identity would become the foundation of a remarkable journey marked by courage, determination, and self-belief. As a teenager, Gina found inspiration in the vibrant transgender community that existed in parts of the Philippines. At just 15 years old, she entered a local transgender beauty pageant, an experience that would change the course of her life. Her striking appearance, confidence, and stage presence quickly captured attention. During this period, she earned the nickname Horse Barbie, a title that reflected both her beauty and her growing popularity within the pageant scene. More importantly, she became a visible symbol of resilience for many young transgender people who rarely saw themselves represented in public life. Those early successes gave Gina the confidence to dream beyond local competitions. She eventually moved to the United States, where she pursued a professional modeling career and later became a powerful advocate for transgender visibility and human rights. Over the years, she has used her platform to encourage understanding, dignity, and acceptance. Her story is not simply about beauty or fame. It is about a young person who refused to let society define who she could become and who transformed personal challenges into a message of hope for countless others around the world. In the world of modern Hollywood, few figures have broken barriers as powerfully as Laverne Cox. Born on May 29, 1972 in Mobile, Alabama, she entered the world as Roderick Laverne Cox and was raised by her single mother alongside her twin brother. Life was not always easy. Growing up in the American South during the 1970s and 1980s, Laverne often felt different from those around her. From an early age, she expressed herself in ways that did not fit traditional expectations, which unfortunately made her a target for bullying and misunderstanding. Yet even during those difficult years, Laverne discovered a refuge that would help shape her future: the performing arts. She developed a passion for dance at a young age and began formal dance training around the age of 8. Through movement, music, and creative expression, she found confidence and a sense of belonging that was often missing elsewhere in her life. The stage became a place where she could express emotions and dreams that words alone could not capture. As she grew older, that love of performance expanded into acting, opening doors that would eventually lead her to national recognition. But her success was never simply about fame. It was about perseverance. Every challenge she faced helped strengthen the determination that would later define her career. Audiences around the world would come to know Laverne not only as a talented actress, but also as a pioneering voice for visibility and inclusion. Her journey serves as a reminder that adversity does not have to determine a person's future. Sometimes the very qualities that make someone feel different in childhood become the strengths that allow them to inspire millions later in life. Through courage, talent, and resilience, Laverne Cox transformed personal struggles into a legacy that continues to influence Hollywood and beyond. Hunter Schafer has emerged as one of the most recognizable transgender figures in modern fashion and television, admired for both her artistic talent and her willingness to speak out on issues she believes in. Born on December 31, 1998 in New Jersey and raised primarily in North Carolina, Hunter grew up in a supportive family environment. Her father served as a Presbyterian minister, and despite the challenges that often accompany questions of identity, her family played an important role in supporting her journey. From an early age, Hunter expressed a strong sense of femininity and began her gender transition while in high school, around ninth grade. Even before finding fame, Hunter demonstrated a commitment to advocacy. As a teenager, she became involved in public opposition to North Carolina's controversial HB 2 law, often referred to as the bathroom bill. Her participation brought attention to her voice as a young activist and highlighted her willingness to stand up for transgender rights at a time when the issue dominated national headlines. In 2017, Hunter's striking appearance and unique presence helped launch a successful international modeling career. She soon walked runways for some of the fashion world's most prestigious brands, including Prada, Miu Miu, Marc Jacobs, Dior, and Rick Owens. Her success in fashion opened new opportunities, but an even bigger breakthrough was waiting. In 2019, despite having little professional acting experience, Hunter was cast as Jules Vaughn in the acclaimed HBO series Euphoria. The role introduced her to a global audience and quickly established her as one of the show's standout performers. Viewers connected with the emotional depth and authenticity she brought to the character. Today, Hunter Schafer represents a new generation of talent, one that blends creativity, resilience, and self-expression while inspiring countless young people to embrace who they truly are. Kim Petras has one of the most remarkable stories in contemporary pop music, a journey that began long before she became an internationally recognized singer. Born on August 27, 1992 in Cologne, Germany, she entered the world as Tim Petras. From a very early age, Kim expressed a strong sense that her identity did not align with the gender assigned to her at birth. According to numerous interviews over the years, she was already communicating these feelings to her family as a small child. What made Kim's story especially unusual for the time was the support she received from her parents. Rather than dismissing her feelings, they listened, learned, and worked with medical professionals to help their daughter navigate a path that was still largely unfamiliar to many families in the 1990s and early 2000s. With their support, Kim began medical treatment during adolescence and became widely known in Germany for discussing her experience publicly. Her story attracted significant media attention and sparked conversations about transgender youth long before such topics became part of mainstream public discussion. By her mid-teens, Kim had completed important milestones in her transition, making headlines around the world. At the time, she was frequently described by international media as one of the youngest people known to have undergone gender-affirming surgery, though exact records and comparisons have varied over the years. More important than the headlines, however, was the confidence she gained from finally living authentically. In the years that followed, Kim turned her attention toward music. Through determination, talent, and persistence, she built a successful career in pop music and eventually became one of the most visible transgender recording artists in the world. Her journey is a story of family support, self-belief, and the courage to pursue one's dreams despite extraordinary challenges. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new videos. See you in the next one.